Welcome back everybody to Field of Glory Kingdoms in our multiplayer session cooperatively with Peter Robbins. I'm no longer at the top of the authority ranking, which is because I don't gain any authority per turn due to the current state or the level of government or whatever you want to call it. The only authority I gain is by my castles and stuff. So, but I mean, with 71 we should be able to stay in the upper third of the ranking for a while, and then by that hopefully acquire some more authority, or rather progression tokens, that is. Alrighty. Well, let's see how the situation might have changed. I mean, the vassals and all the other members of the empire are, of course, a little bit angry about what's going on. And there is a battle down here in Carinthia, the battle for Villach, which seems to be just a minor garrison, and then we might have trapped these 3 units here under the command of Techomir. We shall have a look at the battle. He has a 2 defensive rating, and we are fighting on a very small front in the mountains, in the Alps. So that's, yeah, alpine terrain, we can see that. Provides a defense of 2 and has a frontage of 4. Which is hilarious. However, we do have more skirmishes, and they haven't put their spearmen into the first rank, probably because they are clumsy. Not quite sure why they have put the peasant militia in front. The spearmen would still be better, I think. Anyways. Wow, the skirmishings didn't do a whole lot, and the battle is very loud. Oh, the light militia are ranged units. I didn't see that. Okay, so the spearmen did fight in the first row. We won the battle with 1 hit here on the early spearmen, which is alright. We killed 4 of theirs. Their general came away, though, or got away rather. Some of their units have now fled into Carniola, which I think did break the vassalage, right? No, they didn't. They didn't. Aquileia did. They didn't, because there is, of course, the thingy, what's that called? The banner of the Holy Roman Empire. Henry the Black of the Holy Roman sends emissaries to Saxony. What's our relationship right now? -35. Bohemia. We are back at -3, which is alright. We still have the marriage. Bavaria. Now at -29. We might have to think about sending them some more stuff. Swabia, -15, that's okay-ish. After initial hesitation, Savoy led in an envoy, and we sent them some money. They are at -11. Carniola received 200. They are at -33. Thuringia, -95 right now. That's a bit scary, as they have their units so close to us. Alrighty, 7 nations have raised claims. Do I have to go through all the... Trier is claiming Piacenza. Don't think that makes any sense, but there we go. Arles is claiming Milano, which makes sense. Carinthia is claiming Brescia. Well, fair enough. Holland and Holland. We have a reassuring protection here. Interesting. Which is, I mean, we just conquered this, so... It's interesting that there is no unrest here, though. Holland is claiming Fulda too. Thuringia is claiming Bamberg, huh? Go away, you. Luxembourg. Yeah, they are claiming this for quite a while, Pilsen. And I think Upper Lorraine also has a claim. Well, well, well. They are building trenches and stakes. Okay, anyways. Left alone in the tranquil vale, peasants of Frankfurt gathered 25 extra food. Thank you. The practice of embezzlement administering Frankfurt has been reported. He's stealing our money. A regional decision: build a harbor. I don't think we can build a harbor anywhere because we don't hold a coastline. Liberate, we don't want to do that. Villach has pledged allegiance to the Emperor. Russia has seen the visit of an important noble. And Piacenza too. We could forfeit a claim, which we don't want to do. We don't want to liberate, but I will keep that. Recruit non-standard units. I think we might actually do that. Either to protect the capital or put them in Leipzig, maybe. Does it cost 50 and 20 manpower? We have the money and the manpower, definitely. Let's do that. And then have the army advance under Roderick. I think we have to besiege Friesach. Yes, they have a stronghold here. And they are actually building a timber wall to improve that further. And there is one... Oh, okay. There's a stronghold or castle in Pitten as well. What's Vienna doing? They're doing alright, I think. Okay. Well, let's have a look what's going on in other places. Fortified village. Okay, so that's actually a structure. Reassuring protection. They are still in unrest. But they had the noble visit. And they are part of Lombardy, right? Yes. So what are we currently building in Lombardy then? The village roads, that's all we are building. Okay, so let's go to Milano. Have a look at the trade, which is alright, I think. Oops. And then decide what we might potentially build here. We can improve the minority, the farm, I think, to a tenant farm. Food and money. Produces grain twice. Requires track or better, which they have. Free range farmers. Estimated gain 0 food. Gain 5 food if freeman cottages or an upgrade exist. Okay, that's interesting. Chance for new population to be a freeman is increased as well. It takes forever, but that seems to be the right thing to do. Let us shift population to speed things up. It doesn't take up the building slot anyway. But we should, however, produce some food. Or keep it at 0, that's alright. In the balance. Money isn't that much of an issue, so we can push these 2 pops down here. So now it takes 8 turns for them to finish. Still quite some time. I can see that village roads are still finished in 1 turn. Not sure if we should already start anything. Manpower, no. No, we won't do that at the moment. Okay, so Villach. Villach could build a fortified village. A manorial domain. They have a whole lot of infrastructure points here. That's... wow. No, that's really interesting. Don't have any food though. Shall we go for the mezzan then? Estimated 2 food. Only 1 open building slot. Okay, that's an issue then. They have all these infrastructure points, but only a single open building slot. Well, we might go with the food then. Garrison food bonus 15%. That supports us as well. Legacy stewardship. Let's go with fortified village then here. Then down here in Ansbach, we have finished the village roads. This is part of Swabia. So we can start building here without caring about other stuff. A Mezzanlord Manor. Stewardship per building in the category. Okay, but it takes forever to build this. Astronomer study needs copper. Produces legacy. A local market produces money. Potentially more if we get wine and pottery. A wise woman hut. Health bonus and regional loyalty. Yeah. 1 open building slot, growth and 51 turns. Maybe we want a ham field here for food? Does the wood cutting reduce health? No. Describe probably not. Yeah, okay, so health-wise we are pretty alright here, so we don't think we urgently need the wise woman hut. Let's rather go for the hemp field then. Or shall we just take the time to build the manor? But it doesn't really make sense because we don't have a whole lot of stewardship buildings. Let's go with the hemp field then. Long story short, the stud has been finished in Leipzig. That's pretty good. We have population growth in 3. We bring the Catholic dude over here and have a look at what we are building. A Mezzanlord Manor in Fulda. And we only have 1 open slot now in Würzburg. Okay, so we can probably start something else. The red catcher was finished here, and they finished the discreet hamlet, which was a temporary defensive structure. Then in Würzburg, do they need anything specific? Not really. Come on. Food storage, growth in 6 turns. Yeah. Metal, we have metal. A peddler, health penalty 4. Raises loyalty, requires tracks. Will bring items and wares not always available locally. That might be interesting. Needs horses. The freeman cottages. Provide stewardship and health. Needs bricks which they can import. Horses and tools would provide more money. Higher chances to get a freeman. Yeah, I think we go with this. Even though I like the peddler too. They're doing this. So they have 2 units here. Should probably shift to number of units rather than combat strength. Odulf von Frittlingen, 2-2. He's interesting. Odulf seems to be a strong guy. Partially supplied. They have supply issues. Yeah, the food. They ran out of food. And they are producing only +1 here as well. Oh wow, okay. It'll be that scary after all. Will you let me pass, though? That's the big question. I don't think so, right? Because they are hating me. Recognize the strength of your army. But we will not yield. Well, you are part of the empire. I hope you yield sooner than later. Might send them another bunch of money. Not this way, though. No. I wanted to offer a gift. The actual effect will depend on the relative power and if you had given them a previous gift recently. Yeah, we did that, so that probably won't have much of an effect, so I don't do that then. So I hope we can finish up the siege of Friesach pretty quickly. They have 2 units here and they get a garrison of 15. Getting them up to 51 points. Plus the timber walls will be done when we arrive. So probably have to besiege them for a moment. They don't have any food, however, which obviously is in our favor. And then afterwards we just smash through Pitten. And then head north potentially, or shall we punish Aquileia somehow? I mean, we can declare war, but it will just cost us authority, so we won't do that. We just need to contend our people. The Duchy of Lesser Poland expands eastwards against Volhynia and the Rus. Not quite sure what Peter's current state is, so we will surely have another conference to have a look at each other's situation. Let's go with Holland. So you are still not letting me through, do you? They are actually with me in the war against Carinthia. That's the most funny thing ever. They joined the war and then broke off. I think they were vassals before. No, we were even allied. That was the thing. They weren't a direct vassal, we were allied. Yeah. Now they obviously won't do that. Anyway, I think the power play might have paid off. We have to watch the situation and see if somebody of those members of the empire decide to actually declare war. Don't think there's anything else I want to do this turn. Oh well, we can do the spy network. It does cost 2 authority though. Shall we do it with the Pope again? No, maybe let's do it in Erfurt. So let's see if Thuringia is planning to attack or something. Draft levies, no. Forage the land. We might have to forage Friesach when we arrive. Well, that's about it. Let's head into the next turn. Yes, please. Skibbity pop pop way pop. Skibbity skibbity. Yes. Load in. Alrighty. Gained another. Did we actually get an authority point? I think we got 2. What is that for? Castles again? Or strongholds rather? Potentially also just stewardship buildings. Oh, I'm sorry for the shirt. I think that might be a bit difficult on the camera. Blurry. There is a name for that sort of optical effect that creates on camera. Quite like it though. Not the effect, but the shirt. Okay, there's the second battle against Carinthia, against 2 units. We just have a look at the results. Annihilated their army. And we are now besieging Villach. That sound. The music. Sound of the music. No. Carniola and the Holy Roman Empire have terminated their treaty. What sort of a treaty was that? Were they still a vassal? Maybe. Received a progress token. 8 nations hold claims. Aquileia is claiming Frankfurt. We have the Art of Siege, which will be helpful. Draft levies. A new claim on Trier. But they are certainly a member of the Empire as well, yeah. Well, you know, maybe not. A battle was fought. Heretical beliefs. Heretical beliefs. Now we are in unrest here, okay. Well. And the spy network is expanding as we've set up some agents in Thuringia. Does it provide us any information right now? I don't think so, right? I don't believe it does. Okay, so we have finished the fortified village and now we have to wait for quite some time. What have they recruited here? Early spearmen and mercenary light crossbows. Fair enough. They do have quite the garrison here, I would say. but no food whatsoever. Might last a long time. I don't think that's the case, especially as we will now play the Art of Siege. I will sell one of these. Draft levy, don't need that. Forfeit claim, don't need that. Excommunication, all that doesn't work. Can we incite heresy somewhere? I don't think we can. Nope. Should I sell it for 50? Why am I in the minus right now? Minus 57. Court expenses are pretty high. And military upkeep, of course. Quite sure what has changed in that regard to the previous turn. Well, then one of our own regions should have a coast, so don't need any of those. We are besieging Friesach. One could potentially have just rushed through to take Pitten and then turn back and besiege Friesach, but well, doesn't matter too much. Oh, this has changed. I do have more units. 3 heavy crossbows and 2 light crossbowmen. And we will merge them with the second army under Ottokar. Now we have an army strong enough to face off against Thuringia should they try some weird play. Okay, so that then means that we certainly need to focus a little bit on money income now. It's a bit of a shame that I can't merge the horses with the rest of the army. Thing is, I can't really ask anybody to let me pass through their lands. No, because they all hate me now. Why do you hate me now? Hate me now. Don't hate me now. The trenches, yes. Anything else done? Finished? What's going on here building wise? The Lord Manor and the Freeman cottages for the next 2 turns, one of which will be done next turn. That's just great. We've built village roads up in the mountains of Ivrea in Lombardy. Heretical beliefs, yeah, I'm not quite sure about that. Anyway, so what's the tenant farm is going on. Okay, so we could build in Lugano or in Ivrea, and we shall have a look here. A domain for, well, infrastructure could be a thing down here as well, right? A poultry farm, money and food. I don't have any food producing buildings so far, so we should go that route. Have a look at how things change. The tenant farm takes 1 turn longer now, so we probably stop it here. What we might want to do is potentially in Milano take the cleric. Oh, he can't go do trade. It's the noble for +6. I'm not super happy with pulling them out of the stewardship production though. What about the freeman? Does that change the time of building stuff? No. They only provide a +4, but that's still good enough for me. And let's have a look at the other places here. 1000. Alright. Oh, we actually built the prayer bell here. We can thus build a new building, which shall be with 2 open building slots. It all takes forever, of course. The bakery might be a good pick. Push this guy here. 13 turns, 25 turns. Oh my goodness. Let's send over the clerics. 9 turns. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? You guy go do some trade. You guy go do some trade. We don't need to recruit anything in Vienna right now, I think. Although we could get some horses from here, but money-wise that is a bit of an issue. How many horses does this army have? 4. Well, and the light horse, but they don't really count, do they? Okay, you guys are trading. What's going on with you? You have 2 clerics. I don't need more infrastructure though. Need more money. We need more free men here. That's the thing. Do need this guy here, I think. Nope. Keep an eye on this. 1 and 2 turns still. That's alright. Don't have more free men to send over there. Do have some here, however. So we can send both of them into trade. And because that's part of his failure, it doesn't matter. It doesn't impact Fulda anyway. So now we have a -14. That seems alright for now. We can work on that. We can pull one out of the equipment production here, I think, for now, because we can't get these units anywhere anyways. So we could potentially think about dissolving the sergeants here and then build some anew in Vienna and send them up. But I shall think about it. -1 authority change. Why is that? Sedition from nobility, -4. Hostile foreign claims. Yeah, okay, the number of claims has risen quite a lot, right? So that might be an issue here. Alright, I think that's it for the turn. We are in turn 33. We are aiming to play up until turn 40 in this session here, because that's just get into the game session, talk a little bit about mechanics, and have a chat every now and then of what's going on. So, I think we should be able to take Carinthia pretty soon, and then potentially deal with some of our other vassals. Anyway, I'm looking forward to how this will continue. I hope you do so as well, and we'll see you with the next episode. Bye bye.